All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll get started. Welcome to the final pitch event for the INCubatorEdu program at North Fond du Lac for 2020-21. Congratulations to all the teams. This is the first year in a while that we've had a lot of really solid teams. In the past we've had some really cool ideas and things that are interesting, but sort of big pie in the sky. This is the first year that we've got a lot of teams that are just like, all of these could really go to market. So congratulations to you. You guys have all been busting your butts for the last couple weeks and year. That times COVID is no small feat. So regardless of how today plays out, please know that I'm proud of you and you've all done well. You're all using language and terminology and concepts that most college students and even some professionals are still trying to wrap their heads around. So kudos to you. And I know that you're all gonna go do great things in the future and make lots of money. Just remember when you're rich to think about the INCubatorEdu program in the future. So when you make your first millions, be considered making a donation to our program. We have three awesome judges with us today: Tricia Mullenbach from C.D. Smith, Joe Brown from the Fond du Lac Area Foundation, and Steve Lehman from Horicon Bank. And also thank you to our mentors who have helped coach and support the teams from afar as well. So with that being said, we'll get started. Escape on here. Up first is CleanScene, and so ladies, you can just tap the screen when you're ready to go. Good luck.
Thank you. Hello, we're CleanScene, and this is my partner, Sarai Godinez. She's in charge of finances, and I'm in charge of marketing and communications. Imagine this. You're going to a potluck at your mother-in-law's house, and instead of receiving praise and admiration, you are met with disgust because your plastic container is covered in stains. That's when we come in, CleanScene, an eco-friendly way to remove all those grease stains.
CleanScene started off as an idea just tossed out to finish an assignment, but as we discussed it more, we realized that nobody had come up with a product to solve our problem, so we took it upon ourselves to do so. And in doing so, we decided to make CleanScene budget-friendly and eco-friendly. So CleanScene is made out of all-natural ingredients like baking soda, vinegar, and all natural soaps, which are all eco-friendly. And after we created CleanScene, we started gathering data from our early developers who range from the ages 30 to 60, and although mostly female, there are 28% are male, and they're all interested in buying our product. Unfortunately, we did learn that CleanScene does not remove ingrained stains, which are stains that have embedded themselves and attached themselves to the plastic. So we began researching an ingredient that could do so, and we found triclosan, sodium hypochlorite, and potassium hydroxide, which are all commonly used in cleaning products. Unfortunately, triclosan is bad for the environment and causes health problems, which go against CleanScene's values. But the other two are all okay and good for the environment, so we're hoping to experiment them and add them into CleanScene's ingredient list.
Our total applicable market is 127,258,000 households, with our initial price at $6.99 and our revenue at $4,493,871. And our serviceable applicable market is a total of 26,130,320, and a revenue at $749,68. Sorry about that. And our serviceable obtainable market would be our goal would be 5,000 customers and a revenue of 34,940. This is our business model, and our customers would be moms that don't really have time to scrub out all those stains out of the containers. And our solution would be a natural ingredients to just remove all those stains, because we know that you don't want to hurt your children with that. And our costs would be a one-size mason jar with $6.99 and a small burlap sack that is $5.99. And we would like to sell these at a place like Village Market and the Farmers Market.
For next steps, as CleanScene is working to experiment with the agents I mentioned before, and we are working to distribute our product in places like the Village Market, which she mentioned, and we are dedicating our time to better ourselves so we can better our product for you.
What we're asking is $30,000 to pay all those ingredients to help remove all those embedded stains. And our exit strategy is for after 5 years, we would like to sell it for $127,000, I believe it was. Thank you. Have any questions?
Can you tell us a little bit more about the packaging of your product?
Yeah, so this is our one-size mason jar, and we like to, when people order it online or in person, they can just bring it back to us and we'll just refill it, so they don't have to pay for another jar, or in general just to save the planet a little bit better like that. And they have the little burlap sacks to online as well. We can just like ship that, put a few in there, and then just ship it out that way.
What would it cost be for a refill of something like that then?
We were thinking like $4.99.
How much is your actual cost to produce the product itself?
I believe it was $3.70.
Okay. And did that change? Obviously, you've had to modify your ingredients as you've gone on. Did that increases as you
Not
change your
really.
ingredients?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you have the plastic containers and there's stains that are like embedded, if you have to work to get those off, is there any environmentally bad byproduct that's like given off because you're essentially cleaning it down to where it was before?
That is a great question, and we're just going to have to look a little bit more into that.
Can you explain the purchasing? So will you be able to purchase from your website?
Yes.
Okay. And then also at farmers markets and village
Village
markets?
Market.
How much would shipping be on something like that? Or are you guys paying for the cost of shipping?
Shipping would probably be like $5. We don't think we would pay for it, the shipping, because it would add on to our cost.
Sure.
So.
Unless they like bought in bulk, maybe then we would cover it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And where do you plan on doing all this? I noticed on your term sheet you say plant, property, equipment. You have $2 listed for the cost on that. Are you working out of somebody's home or basement to do this then?
Yeah.
What is the $2 for? Or is that just a...
Oh, that was, we bought these molds to create the shape of the product,
Okay.
and so that cost $2.
Okay, great, thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
Would you like to see the
Okay.
product?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
And that scent is lavender.
Lavender? Okay, I think that's what we were just talking about. Thank you.
We can also, I forgot to say this, it can also be used as like a dishwasher pod, so if you just pop it in a little case and just put it in there, it works even better than actual dishwashers, dishwasher soaps.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All set? Okay, games for girls. Go ahead, ladies.
Good morning. I'm Lucy Hughes, and this is Abby Traxner. Together, we are Gains for Girls.
Gains for Girls, where a girl finds her confidence. Our goal is to provide safety and confidence for any woman who chooses Gains for Girls. We hope that every girl leaves feeling like Gains for Girls was the better option than their previous gym. Working out in a gym with a feeling of uncomfort can be stressful, but with Gains for Girls, we guarantee a safe, male-free workout environment that provides you with confidence and safety like you've never felt before. We hope you never have to feel unhappy or unsafe ever again with Gains for Girls. So, if you've ever felt uncomfortable in your current or previous gym and Gains for Girls sounds like the best option for you, visit www.gainsforgirls.com to sign up to be an early adopter.
Oops.
Hit the arrow on the back of the keyboard.
Okay, this is Sarah. Sarah's a sophomore in college and attends the University of Madison, Wisconsin. Sarah wanted to begin working out to better herself and her lifestyle. She signed up for her local gym membership and was really excited. As she was working out, she lost all of her confidence due to men making her feel uncomfortable. Sarah then ended up leaving because she was not in the right environment for working out. Sarah told her friend about her experience, and her friend said she had recently seen a post about a gym that was ensuring a workout free of men and free of the feeling of uncomfort for only $19 a month. Sarah did her research on gainsforgirls.com and signed up to be an early adopter. She then went to the gym, and it was exactly what it was said to be. Sarah loves Gains for Girls and is already on the path to getting her confidence back.
Lucy and I created Gains for Girls because working out with intimidation from men have always been a problem for us. We both have had problems with guys making fun of the weights we lift, the clothes we wear, and the abilities we have. When we joined Incubator, we knew that there was a chance to create a safe environment for girls with the same issue. We want to make sure that every girl that leaves our gym leaves feeling like Gains for Girls was the correct choice for them. Lucy and I have many different roles in our team. Lucy creates presentations and social media accounts, and I work with the numbers and posts for our social media accounts. We have previously reached out to community members around us at the beginning of the year, and we've asked them if they would ever consider working out in our gym. They all said that it was a service they would highly consider because they have felt scared, judged, and unsafe at least one time at their regular gym. All of the people we reached out to were people who have experienced the feeling of uncomfort just like us. These were all women from the ages of 18 to 25.
Okay, you can find our website by visiting gainsforgirls.com. There you will find our early adopter form, a description of our team, our inspiration, and why we created Gains for Girls. Our social media accounts consist of Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. There we post videos, posts about our form customers can fill out, and much more. The top 3 gyms at Madison are Capital Fitness, Base Camp Fitness, and Anytime Fitness. All the reviews from them say that they were not treated fairly by other members of the gym and gym workers. Another common complaint was that the gym was dirty and it made them feel like it was the wrong choice. All of those common comments make us realize what we needed to do to keep customers and to attract them.
Our targeted market is college students who need a better and safer place to work out. Our typical targeted market are college students attending the University of Madison or the Madison area and are all ages of 18 to 25. Although their families may be economically advantaged, the girls that will typically attend our gym won't be as financially stable as their parents because they are filled with many fees in their college life. Our total addressable market is if every woman in the United States between the ages of 18 and 25 visited our gym, we would make approximately $16 billion in year one. Our serviceable addressable market is if every woman in the Madison area between the ages of 18 and 25 visited our gym, we would make approximately $11 million. This is our share of market, and we think in year one we can reach 5,000 customers. If every one of them visited Gains for Girls, we would have gross sales of approximately $95,000.
We were thinking about doing a simple and modern gym design. We want to keep it simple because to us it feels and looks clean. In addition to that, we are really big on inspirational quotes to keep ourselves and others motivated. So around our gym we want to have inspirational quotes to keep a positive energy at all times. We want to make sure everyone that chooses Gains for Girls not only chooses us for safety, but to make their life better as well.
The company is seeking $200,000. We will need it for equipment, property, and decorations. In exchange for the $200,000, the company is proposing 20% ownership in a business based on a post-money valuation of $691,125. The current plan is to achieve an exit for the investor by selling the company at the end of 3 years to a strategic buyer. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Have you guys decided on a specific location yet?
No, we just know like the area kind of like by campus if we could.
And I'm assuming you're going to be leasing a location as
Yes,
opposed to
yeah.
owning a location at this point?
Do you have minimum age requirement? Because you said your target market is college. Do you go down to a certain age of girls that are able to?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That was just like what we thought, 18 to 25, but anyone, it doesn't really matter.
How would you handle transgenders?
That's a good question. We didn't really talk about that yet.
And all your trainers, everything can be completely female?
Yes.
Yeah.
And is there any competition like that in the state or regionally where that's already being done?
No, I know of a couple in Australia that they have like chains of them, but not. We've heard of one that is like, they provide programs for women, like specific like weight and like different exercises that are specifically for women that like go for like their body and like how women are different than men, but that's not really what we're going for, so it's different.
Are there different levels of subscriptions that'll be available or memberships, or is it kind of a one-size-fits-all?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, kind of.
yeah,
Okay. What did you determine for a price point on that?
$19.
Do you have an idea of what your break-even would be? How many memberships you'd need to be at in order to sustain the operations?
I think they're on the back page. Yeah, down there is like our subscriptions. How many we think that we'd need to sustain our.
Okay.
Yep.
Good job.
Thank you.
Lily, what is that smell?
Sorry guys, I just got done with my soccer game. It must be my sports bag. I hate that it always smells so bad, but there's nothing I can do to eliminate the odors in a safe and healthy way. The deodorizing balls that my mom got me contain so many chemicals that cause problems with my allergies.
Haven't you heard of the new product, Coma? Coma is an all-natural air freshener made with only 5 ingredients, all of which found in nature. It won't react with your allergies, and it'll make that smelly bag smell great. All you have to do is spray it once and take a moment to breathe.
Not only does Coma eliminate odors in your sports bag, but it removes the odor wherever you spray it. Hi, I'm Aiden, the Chief Executive Officer. With a family history in business, I have all the resources we need to stay successful. I operate the general flow of our business.
Hi, I'm Sammy, the Chief Operating Officer. With having over 1,000 followers on Instagram, I've always been very involved with social media. With that said, I control our Facebook and Instagram page to keep our consumers updated on us as a company.
Oh, I'm Lily, the Chief Financial Officer. I've always wanted to work with money, but I've never been able to do it at this level. I handle our team's revenue and spending.
And
together, we're Coma.
Like I said, breathing in harmful chemicals not only affects yourself, but the people around you and the environment. We have found that current air fresheners contain toxic chemicals that can cause many health issues.
We formulated one of the only all-natural air fresheners on the market. Unlike our natural competitors,
Sammy, what are you talking about? There are no 100% natural competitors on the market. Every product contains harmful chemicals that can cause huge health issues such as hormonal changes and even cancer.
as I was going to say, Coma only contains 5 ingredients, all of which found in nature.
Even the Handcrafted Soap and Cosmetic Guild, a group of over 500 of the best cosmetic crafters, are picking up on Coma. As our executive director stated, the room spray has a very light, pleasant scent payoff. The consistency of the spray is perfect and doesn't clump when sprayed. It releases as a fine, even mist. I tested the spray on a fabric chair and was pleased to find that it didn't leave any sticky residue. With an estimated $1.6 billion in sales alone within the air freshener industry last year, there's a huge market for us to get into. Coma is projected to take over 2% of the market with our only one product.
Not only do we plan to enter the retail market in Europe, but we're also determined to enter the wholesale market as well. We even made a video for our future wholesale account holders. Let's take a look.
Coma, an all-natural air freshener centered around your health and wellness, is created with the finest ingredients only found in nature. Our Coma air freshener is currently only available in lavender. Coma products are great for those who are health conscious and have a growing family. Coma is also great for those with seasonal allergies, asthma, and any other issues that may cause breathing issues. Coma totally eliminates tough-smelling odors rather than covering it and allowing the odor to linger. When purchasing using your wholesale account, Coma offers a 50% decrease from our original retail pricing. To purchase your Coma products, visit our website, Coma.co.
As Coma continues to expand, we are projected to be a positive profit company. Over the next 3 years, we are expected to grow over 700% from our initial growth rate. As a company, our expenses will grow with an increase in revenue. This is due to equipment costs, supply, and marketing. Over the next 2 years, we are expected to generate $80,000 with a total net income of $4,000 due to our wholesale increase. But by the end of year 3, we are expected to have generated $520,000 with a total net income of $239,000. Though our wholesale process and second-year salaries disrupt our 2-year revenue, we are expected to grow over 600% from our second year in business into our third.
As you can see on page 6 of your investor proposal packet, Coma has huge plans for expansion. Not only will more products increase our company value, but it will also allow for a greater outreach.
We're reaching out to you to receive $16,000 for 5% of our company.
Aiden, that's all you're gonna give them?
Totally. With a valuation of over $1 million, why wouldn't you invest?
Over the past month, we made over $200 in profit alone just by selling our air freshener.
We created an exit strategy for the investor by selling the company at the end of year 3 to a strategic buyer with an investor return of $42,000. So are you ready to join us and take a moment to breathe?
Okay, so you have 1 cent. Are you planning to add more cents?
Yeah.
In the future?
Over the next couple months, we're gonna experiment with a couple other scents, and then we plan to release in the early school year next
Okay.
year.
The other question is, with the scent, you explained that it eliminates the odor, but then how long does the scent last? So some of your competitors have plug-in devices, things that keep the scent all day. How does...
So since our product doesn't contain any chemicals, the scent is going to be lower. The scent levels lasting is going to be lower than our competitors, but it typically lasts 5 to 10 minutes.
How are you making it? How is it manufactured?
We make it, as I have a family history in business, I have a shop in Malone, and we create all our products there.
You said you made $200 already on it?
Yep.
Where did you do your sales?
Our sales were just in person, person to person, but we did set up our e-commerce this past Sunday, so we plan to expand that over the next couple of weeks.
And then when you say you have to ship it, like if people on Instagram like it and things, what is your ROI then after you package and ship it out?
Typically, in 83%, our cost is $1.12 to make the product, and then shipping depends on where the customer is located and the size of their order, and that's generally determined by our website.
What are you retailing it for right now?
$10.
And this is the size?
Yep, that's 4 ounces.
By the way, I didn't, the one that I got last time when I judged you guys, my coworkers took it, and I'm not allowed to have it because they have it in their office.
That's awesome to hear.
I'm good, thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Good morning. We are HerRide. HerRide is a rideshare app that is designed for only female riders and drivers to provide the feeling of comfort and safety to traveling women. Sarah is a 19-year-old college student who attends in Madison, Wisconsin. She needs to get from point A to point B by using a rideshare app. But the last time that Sarah used a rideshare app, the male driver was asking her uncomfortable questions and hitting on her. So what is Sarah's solution? Sarah can use HerRide, where she can feel comfortable with a female driver.
Hi, I'm Kylie Wood. I'm our social media manager. I manage all social media posts and accounts for HerRide.
Hi, I'm Jack Stepbacher. I'm editor-in-chief. I'm in charge of all publications for HerRide and manage all written materials.
And I'm Calista Zemer. I'm the chief financial officer, so I'm in charge of the finances and future sales of HerRide.
Introducing HerRide, a rideshare app created for women by women. HerRide is a rideshare app that only allows female riders and drivers. HerRide is designed to give traveling women the feeling of safety and comfort. We took surveys, and every woman who answered said that they would feel more comfortable with a woman driver rather than a male driver. Using a rideshare app can be scary and uncomfortable for many women. Our goal is to make traveling stress-free for women of all ages. To learn more about HerRide, visit herride.org or visit us on our Instagram at HerRideApp. If you are interested in signing up as an early adopter and following HerRide to find out when HerRide is available in your city, visit our website. Introducing HerRide.
Alright. As said in the video, our main goal with HerRide is to provide safety and comfort to female drivers and riders.
On our website, herride.org, you can sign up as an early adopter. You can also reserve a ride through our website, and it has a brief description on who we are and about our team.
For our market size, our total addressable market for our company is 25 million women ages 15 to 30 that live in the United States, equaling a total sale of $29 billion. Our serviceable available market is 17,231 women that live in the city of Madison, and that will equal a total sale of $20 million. Our serviceable obtainable market is a goal of reaching 5,000 women within year one of our business that live in Madison, and that will equal a total sale of $588,000.
So Uber was the first rideshare app on the market, and they spent millions of dollars on promotional services for their app and just saw and proved that there is a market for rideshare apps. Lyft came after Uber and is basically a duplicate. They have the same missions to provide a rideshare service. Even though both these companies proved to be respectable and successful, they neglect the feelings of their female drivers, and this is where we come in. HerRide is a rideshare service designed for women by women. We are designed to give rideshare services to women as well as give them the feeling of comfort and safety while using our rideshare app. We allow women to relax while traveling and not have to worry about their ride.
Our three-year revenue plan. In year one, we are projecting that we will have $168,000 in revenue. After all our costs and expenses, we are looking to make a profit of $96,000 in year one. In year two, we are projecting to make around $336,000 in revenue, turning a profit of about $120,000. And in year three, our overall revenue is projected to be $1,009,701, making a profit of about $524,406 after all of our expenses.
So far, we have had 60 people sign up on our website as an early adopter. Out of those 60 people, 53 women signed up as riders and 7 have signed up to be a driver.
We are asking for $100,000 to be able to start a business and get us off the ground. In exchange for $100,000, we are offering 15% of our entire business to our investors. Any questions?
Are there, like if you go sign up with Uber or Lyft, can you request a male and a female driver?
You cannot. Once you go to their website, you just click request driver and they send you whoever's nearby.
And are you guys looking to do this in the greater Fond du Lac area?
We were going to start in Madison just because while we were taking our surveys here in Fond du Lac, people said that no one uses a rideshare around here, but they would if they were traveling for vacation or anything.
Can you ride people to the Games for Girls?
Yes, that we were partnered up.
Is it the same Sarah in both scenarios?
Yep,
Okay.
Sarah's going from her dorm to the gym.
So when you talk about your early adopters that you have already, you have 53 riders and 7 drivers already
Yes.
signed up. Are those Fond du Lac area people in, or are those Madison?
Yep,
Talk
so
about
we
that.
do have a few from Madison who did sign up. I believe they're just riders, but we have drivers here in Fond du Lac who signed up.
Okay, and are people using it at this point, or is it not developed to the point of being able to be used?
Not yet.
Okay. And let's talk about that 100,000 for a minute. We, say we invest that. What are you using that money for? Is that app development, or what's the
That would
breakdown?
be for app development, the GPS service we are planning to use with our devices, all of the different product, like the stickers for the drivers' cars, and then for the drivers' pays as well.
Are you planning on doing background checks for your drivers?
Yes.
Who did you survey?
We have friends and family members who are in college. That's mostly who we asked to take our surveys. We also just asked family and friends.
Similar to Games for Girls, have you considered transgenders?
Yes, so this is a very hard topic that my team and I have been back and forth with. We've asked Mr. Wismer how he would go around this, and we decided the best thing, as of right now, maybe we'll figure out something else, but whatever you legally are on your birth certificate is who can use it.
How does your pricing compare to that of an Uber or a Lyft?
So Uber and Lyft have about a base rate of $1.50, and then it's about $1 to $2 for every mile you travel. We decided just because we are different from them and we believe that our values are higher, we have a $2 base rate and then $1.50 for every mile.
Have you actually priced out what the hard cost of developing the app is going to be?
The app development will cost around $50,000 to develop.
And then your drivers are employees, or are they independent contractors?
They are independent, so our app will just have requests, and then if you're around or you can accept it, and it'll go from there. Any other questions?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Natasha Mojica, and
I'm Katie Aguilar.
and together we're swimming.
Okay, so imagine that you are on the swim team and you are swimming and you're at a meet. And you've been preparing for this race and you're trying to go for a specific time. And as you do that, you are in the perfect mind state that you are going to win this race because you have trained for all of it. And then as soon as you put on your cap and your goggles break. And you can't do anything about that because you don't have an extra pair. No one around you has the pair that you have, and you just can't do anything about it because you're already next. You pretty much already lost the race at this point. Our solution is to make a pair of goggles that are longer lasting and don't break as easily. We have found out that the goggles always break at the bridge of the nose piece, right here at the corner of the eye. That is a part that is unfixable, and you can't fix that part since it's made out of plastic.
So for our social media, we have Facebook and Instagram, and we also have our website. Also, when we finish our prototype, we will be launching it on our website, so everybody could sign up and get their goggles. You can sign up on our website to be an early adopter as well. For our market size, we have a total addressable market of $38,913,000 and a starting figure of $327,000 for all swimming members from the years 2000 and 2019. For our serviceable addressable market, we have a revenue of $661,521. As far for our market share, we have a revenue of $35,700.
So our competitors are Speedo, Arena, and those are the two main types of popular swimming brands. Since I am a competitive swimmer, I deal with this problem almost every month, and goggles are very expensive, up to $100. So these are the type of goggles that I have tried. I currently have this pair right here, and they actually have lasted me for around 2 months now, but they're starting to get a little bit brittle, and I can feel that they're already starting to break. So Michael Phelps goggles, those have actually lasted also a pretty good amount of time, but they get really scratched up easily. And Speedo, they're the most popular, but they also break the easiest. So. And our unique value proposition is that they are more durable, they're comfortable for the safety, and they are very trustworthy.
So for our revenue streams, we have for years 1 through 3. In year 1, we have a revenue of $74,120. And moving on into year 2, we have a growth rate of 50%, which we will then have $111,180. After year 2, we plan to have a growth rate of 100%, which we will then make our revenue to $222,360.
Alright, so our revenue streams as in COGS, the total will be $52.44, and that would be including all the materials we need to make our product and to package them. So we would have a total of $17,450 for our startup COGS, and this includes administrative costs, property development costs, marketing costs, and inventory. For our SG&A costs in years 1 through 3 would be $1,015. And our total raise required would be Swimino is seeking $17,450.
For our proposed structure, in exchange for the $17,450, the company is proposing 10% ownership in the business based on post-money valuation of $318,413.
And the use of funds, our funds will be mostly used for our inventory, packaging, marketing expenses, and also social media advertising.
Exit strategy. The current plan is to achieve an exit for the investor by selling the company at the end of 3 years to a buyer. Thank you. Any questions?
Did you develop a product?
So we have found out that carbon fiber, like a soft carbon fiber, is what's best because all other goggles have just a simple plastic. It's pretty thick, but it still eventually does break.
So you're still working on a prototype then at this point?
Yeah.
You identified a cost of goods sold at $52.44. What do you plan on retailing them or selling them for?
We want to do $80.99. So usually goggles cost up. The most expensive pair I bought was $110. Usually they range up to $40 or a little bit higher in that range.
So is your target market is more competitive swimmers probably than recreational?
So amateur swimmers also get this problem. Since I'm also a lifeguard, I see how other amateur swimmers come in every day, and I see how their goggles also break, and it's a problem for everyone.
How do you plan on initially selling these? I mean, going up against the Speedo would be
So
tough to compete with.
since I'm on the swim team and I go to a lot of meets, there's usually booths. Like there's Elsmore Swim Shop, Swim Outlet, so we can actually, I've already asked that yes, we can sell our product with them, so yes.
Thank you.
Good morning, we are Team Know Your Nut. I'm Kaden, COO.
I'm Bastian, CFO.
And I'm Alexandria McCourt, I'm CEO.
I'm going to tell you the story of Jerry. Jerry's a 19-year-old aspiring mechanic, and he's taking the manifold off of a truck right now. It takes him 5 tries to find the right size of the bolt. He goes back and forth from the truck to his toolbox, and he cannot get the right size. He's getting covered in dirt, rust, grease, and he's getting really irritated. If only there was a way to simply measure the bolt easily. That's where we come in. Our tool is to measure the head of the bolt so that you know exactly what it is right away. You don't have to go back and forth 5 different times.
Our business is focused on creating and selling our product, the bolt measuring tool, to help prevent back and forth constant searching for the right bolt size, so you can keep working on your project without wasting time. Here's a model of our prototype. We have 3D printed it, but it feels very weird and awkward to hold. So we are planning on making a version 2 that would be easier to 3D print and come out to be an easier to hold tool.
Here are some of our competitors. Our competitors are usually a bit bulkier and harder to get into tight spaces. They're also very expensive. And they usually only measure the threads of the bolt. So that means you already have to have the bolt out and in your hand in order to measure it, which is kind of defeating the purpose of needing to measure it if you can already take it over with you to go to the toolbox. Ours you can just fit right on to wherever it's located. It's a lot smaller, less expensive, and easier to use. This is our BMC as seen on page 4. It tells us who we're going to sell to, specifically like mechanics and people who work at home, where we're going to sell, like Snap-on tools and in local hardware stores, and other important things about our business. Our minimum viable product interviews have told us that we have a good market size for this because a lot of people have our type of problem. Our total addressable market is the total of people we could sell to in the United States at 45,003,000 customers who own a lawnmower or a leaf blower with a total cost of $450,030,000. Our SAM, our serviceable addressable market, is 191,263 customers of Wisconsin population who use tools at their jobs at a cost of $1,912,628. And our service or share of market is how many people we think we could serve in year one, being 1,000 people for $10,000.
We plan to sell our product online and in stores. We will have ads on Facebook and on flyers in tool stores. We plan on making our tool out of a durable plastic with a labeling of a simple string tag. We aren't sure of the exact cost as of yet, but we are still looking into the cost of our product. But so far, we plan to sell for $15 online and $8 wholesale. Our total SG&A cost for year one is $2,365, year two is $92,365, and year three is $92,365. These costs cover our administrative costs, marketing costs, and in years 2 and 3, our salaries. Our year one revenue is $42,630. Our gross profit is $42,616. Year two, our revenue is $127,890. Our gross profit is $127,847. And our year three revenue is $495,270, and our gross profit is $495,140.
We are asking for $100,000 for 15% equity in our company based on a post-money valuation of $922,175. The funds will be used for patent protection, accounting setup, advertisement, trademark, LLC, and manufacturing the molds for our tools. The current plan is to achieve an exit for the investors by selling the company at the end of 3 years to a strategic buyer. Any questions?
Where do you plan on manufacturing this?
So far, we do not have a certain place that we would go to, but we have talked with one of Mr. Wismer's old students, and we discussed making a metal mold, but we came to the conclusion that that'd be way too much to produce, so we are actually going with a nylon plastic mold to make ours.
How many would you project doing in your initial run?
Maybe 50 to 100.
And you said your goal was to sell them online, but early in the presentation you referenced like hardware stores and things like that. Is that further down the line then, or?
Yes. For year one, we are actually going to be selling mostly on our website, but from year two and going on forward, we are planning to start selling in stores and all that.
You talked that the competition was expensive. How does this price compare to what the competitors
Some of
retail
our
at?
competitors had upwards of $70 for their products that didn't really fit in any tight spaces because they were quite large. And ours are going to be about $10 to $15.
You said you didn't understand the cost yet? Do you have an estimate?
Yeah, our estimate for wholesale, selling to other companies, we wanted to do somewhere around $8, and then selling on our website, we plan to do like $15, but we do not have that for sure. Like, we are willing to make changes if we want to make it more or less.
Do you understand the cost to make?
The cost would be about $5 or $6 to
Okay.
make.
And would you do any targeted advertising? And if so, who would you be targeting specifically?
We do have a Facebook account, and we are working on getting ads on there, specifically for the younger 20 to 30-year-olds who don't quite know their way around a toolbox. So they still need something to tell them the exact sizing. So we would try to get ads directed towards them and on the sides of tool trucks when they drive to different locations selling their tools, so that they could see our product and get into using it.
Some 40-year-olds still may hypothetically still struggle with this issue.
Explain the smiley face.
We wanted a friendlier look to our logo. We didn't want it to just be so harsh and cold. We want it to have some sort of familiarity and friendliness to it.
What are the, just out of curiosity, if you know, like, what are the product names of like items? Do they have similar names, or is it pretty generic?
Usually just generic names.
Most of the tools we looked up just said like bulk measure instead of a specific name.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so the judges have spoken. Everybody's done really, really well. But there are winners that we're going to award. So in third place for a $500 prize, I don't want to screw it up. Gains for Girls. Come on up. Stay there. I'm going to take your picture. Okay. You can go right there. Yeah. Good. All right, perfect. Yep, have a seat. Thank you. Good job, ladies. All right. In second place for a $1,000 prize, Team Heride. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I'm supposed to take a rent down?
Yeah,
sure.
Yep. Perfect. Good work. Yep, and I'll end up getting this online tonight, then we can get it posted and such, so.
Awesome, and then we'll share it too.
Yeah, yep, I'll put it on social media and things. And then in first place for $1,500 prize, Team Coma. Congratulations. Yep, congratulations, congratulations. Yep. Slide that way a little bit between the two. Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
Need the big check.
Giant check.
You're like, okay, yeah. Okay, oh gosh. Do we put these up too?
Sure.
Okay.
Awesome. Congratulations. Oh, you have to carry that around for the next week.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Proudly.
Buy-in class, right? We'll
Take turns, like
I'll
Flavor
take it
Flav
when I
sort
run
of
the
necklace
pastry.
thing on it. I will need it back at some point. Please know that the points were incredibly tight, and it was some tough deliberating and decision making and such. But like I said before, I'm proud of you guys. You guys all did really, really well. I would. No discredit to previous incubator students, but this is the best group I've ever had.
Yeah.
You guys were a solid group. Everybody had really good ideas. You all gelled really well. COVID came and kicked our butts, and we still survived, and we beat that as well. So I'm really proud of you guys. So congratulations. Thank you. And thank you to our mentors that are here. So Craig and Rich and Chris, and as well as other mentors that couldn't be here today. Thanks to them. And our awesome judges for helping out also with everything they do. So this is a very much of a community-based class. We could not run it without an army of awesome volunteers, both through human capital as well as financial capital. So we're incredibly grateful for all of the work that everyone does for us. So now what? What is it, second hour yet?
Can we make some third?
Yeah, third hour's probably good.
10:35.
Yeah, let's do a group picture, so everybody come on up.